Okay, now we are picking up after I've actually set up and gotten started, and we're getting some opening animations here. I am going to get into the options because usually I don't play with the sound, but this is probably going to be a lot better if we change the sound. So let's just adjust these sliders here.
Enthusiastic, teacher? You'll need to draw mana from lands to cast your spells.
So now we're getting the voiceover for what this is saying. It's saying this is Sparky. So Sparky's telling us to play a land. So you can see here these planes, and if you highlight over them, you mouse over them, it says basic land planes. So these are your lands. The lands actually come in 5 colors or 5 types. So these are planes. This is also considered white mana or mana. So the way that you do this is you just click it and you drag it. So you can see when I click it, kind of grabs it here, and you can see that it's highlighted yellow when I'm casting, when I'm hovering over the main play area here, and then I can click it again, left click it, and it'll let go of it and play it. So now I have one land, one planes in play.
So that's all you can do right now.
And it's walking me through this. Sparky is instructing me how to play. Now this Shrine Keeper, it has 2 of those symbols right here, these 2 white mana symbols. I only have 1 mana to produce that, so I need to play another land. So now I have 2, and it says, look, if you tap 2 of these, you get 2 white mana, and you can cast something. And I have 2 of these creatures, so I'll play one. So what I can do is I can, in the game, I can actually click on these things to tap them if I wanted to manually tap it. But here we have an auto tapper, and it's telling me summon a creature by dragging it on the field. So I'm just going to click it and drag it. I'm going to do what it tells me.
You can summon creatures to fight for you.
Yeah, so the idea is I'm a wizard and I'm casting spells, I'm summoning creatures, I'm summoning beasts that are going to fight for me in this duel, this battle against this other wizard of some sort. So now it's my turn. Now it's not prompting me. It says you can play 1 land each turn. I haven't played a land, so you can see that this is still highlighted. So I'm going to go ahead and drag it out and play that. I'm going to go ahead and play my Shrine Keeper again. By the way, this is my little avatar. You can see that I'm at 7 life here, and they're at 8 life. So these little black waves that are coming off of the Shrine Keeper, that means it's summoning. It has summoning sickness. It means it's the turn that you cast the creature. It can't attack yet. This one, it's a little glowing arrow. It says that I can attack with it. So it says click on each creature you want to attack with. So I'm going to click on that one, and then I choose it as an attacker. I can cancel the attack if I want to, but I want to go ahead and attack. It shows the power is 2, and the toughness is 2 as well. So I can do 2 damage to my opponent, and then if they do damage to that creature, either with a spell or with another creature,
you're going to pay for that.
That's how much it has to take before it dies. Okay, they played a Treetop Warden. You'll notice the Treetop Warden has a casting cost of 1 colorless and 1 green. So the forest, they provide green mana, but there's other lands that can provide you colorless mana as well. So now I have three lands. This one is 2 colorless and 1 plains, or 1 white mana, so I can cast the Loxodon Linebreaker, and I will drag him out there.
Keep pressing the attack.
So Sparky says attack, and I agree. So what's probably going to happen here is it's going to get blocked by the tree. One of these is going to get blocked by the Treetop Warden, and they'll die. 2 damage to 2 toughness, 2 damage to 2 toughness, and they'll both die. But that's okay. That's a trade I'm willing to make.
You've been blocked.
I've been blocked. Oh, the horror. So now it shows power, toughness. They do damage to each other. You know, I don't remember when I did this tutorial, gosh, maybe a year, 2 years ago, or whatever, when I started playing online
Pity
again,
I have to crush you.
that it had all this stuff. So maybe this is a new version that's come out. Okay, so now they've got a 4/4, 4 damage and 4 toughness, 4 power and 4 toughness. The Rambling Baloth costs all 4 of their mana that they have available. So, the question is, do I want to attack? Now, if I attack with both of these, they're probably going to block this one. Their creature survives, but my creature dies. I come through with 2, so they go down to 2 life, and then they're going to swing back for 4. I don't know what they're going to cast in their hand, but I also don't have anything to attack with. So I'm going to choose not to attack. I'm going to hold back.
You've shown spirit, but I will show you strength.
attack for 8. So I can't take 8, because if I do, I'll die. So
One of your creatures
if I block with both of these, it doesn't die, but I lose both my creatures, so I'm just going to block with 1. And they're going to die. By the way, I just wanted to say, I clicked down here to show deck. I thought it would show me this deck that I'm playing, but it actually showed a deck I was playing on my other account. This comes from Untapped GG, which is an add-on, an overlay that you can have with Magic the Gathering Arena. Great tool. There's another one that's also another great tool called 17 Lands. At some point I'll put a video together to show you what those are and how to use them, or how I use them, I should say. There's lots of ways you can use them. You can go really deep, and they're not a paid sponsor, but you know, maybe one day in the future when I have 10,000 subscribers or something like that, then it'll be a thing. Okay, so now it's my turn. I have 4 mana, I have 1 spell. Take Vengeance. You can see this is called a sorcery, so it's not a creature, but it's a spell that I can cast, and sorcery means I can only cast it when it's my turn. And I can destroy target tapped creature, so I'm going to do that. I have a tapped creature, I'm going to destroy it. So, I'm going to attack. Now they may have a creature that has haste, which means it doesn't have summoning sickness, it can just attack me, but I'm going to run that risk because I'm at 7.
We've got you cornered.
Okay, so now I have a new spell. Tap all creatures your opponent controls with toughness 2 or less. Well, that's all of them. That means I'm going to get through, so it looks like Sparky has set me up for a victory. Thanks, Sparky. And we'll attack.
Well fought, outsider.
Well fought, outsider. Okay, so that is victory. Swelling tones of victory. So then I click, and it goes to the next screen.
Ooh, shiny.
Okay.
You've unlocked a new card.
Sparky says I have a card, so I'm going to click to continue, like the instructions say.
Yeah, good work back there. But if you're going to battle another Planeswalker, you've got to be prepared for anything. I know a guy on Ravnica that can teach you everything you need to know about tactics. Especially what not to do.
Okay, so this is level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so you have to go through these 5 battles, and you can see if I complete this tutorial and I go through the 5 battles, I unlock 5 different decks, and you can see 6 cards of it and unlocked, and this is the deck. I guess these were the only cards that were in that deck that I have available, and it's showing some other cards that are still locked. I don't know if I'll get those as I continue to play or not, but let's give this a shot. We'll go through the tutorial.
Surprise attack!
Uh-oh. So now you can see this creature has haste. That's what I was mentioning before. Goblins, notorious for having haste.
Yes.
Red, aggressive color, like to attack fast, but they also tend to run out of steam. I think that's a characteristic of playing red. I don't have a play, so it automatically passed my turn. So, looks like I'm in a bit of trouble here.
Maybe worry just a little bit.
Yeah, Sparky's agreeing with me. So I'm taking 3 to the face, but as you can see, I've got more life. I'm guessing it's set up this way, so I can get hit a little bit here. The goblins have 13 life, and I'm at 16 life. I'm going to block. I'm going to assume that they don't have a spell to pump up their monster. We'll see. Yep, I was right. It looks like it's all creatures, no pump spells, no boost spells that boost their toughness or attack their power. Okay, so now it's my turn again. Sanctuary Cat and Shrine Keeper, I can play both of these. So sometimes the order that you play things is going to matter. You want to play, usually I think, the thing that you care least about first, in case it's going to be countered or
tough enough to survive being blocked.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of theory around what you want to do there.
Back.
I'll go ahead and just I said I was going to attack, and it says your opponent can block and kill, so it's reminding me I shouldn't attack. That's what happens when I'm talking and not paying attention. Okay, so now I'm going to want to double block. I wonder if they're going to tell me. Nope, they're not. Okay, so I'm going to double block these 2 because I'll kill the bigger creature, and I'll lose one of my smaller creatures. And then I'll single block here.
Hey, nobody kills my troops but me.
So now the field has definitely shifted in my benefit. Or I have a 1-2 and a 2-2, and they have a 1-1. Uh-oh! Goblin Grenade. Well, they decided to sacrifice all their resources. That's so goblin of you. I just have land. Now, I have to be a little worried because they can attack out of nowhere with haste, but let's just go for it. See what happens.
Where's an army of expendable minions when you need one?
Maybe they're just going to draw a bunch of land like we have to.
Oh, here it is.
Oh. Well, at least those don't have haste. So, another kind of theory thing is sometimes it's worth holding on to land because, you know, for all I know, this person has land and they're holding on to it to make me think that they have a spell that I might have to worry about interacting with, but I'm not going to worry about that in the tutorial here. So I'll cast the Spiritual Guardian, earn 4 life so you can see my life total went up.
To attack you now.
And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and attack just with the Shrine Keeper. If he wants to trade with the Gang Leader, that's okay. By the way, you can go over here and you can look in the graveyard. You can see. You can even open up the graveyard and see all the creatures that are, or excuse me, all the spells that have been cast in here. So, okay, they're just going for it. I'm just going to block these and hope that they don't have any tricks.
It's time to bring the pain.
Oh, you got something big to cast. The Ogre Painbringer.
This is going to hurt.
It deals 3 to each player, so I go from 12 down to 9. Ouch. Okay. Well, Spiritual Guardian. Now again, I am going to assume that I can block this on the return, so I'm going to go ahead and attack, and if he wants to trade, he can trade. He didn't. So I can block and kill with my Spiritual Guardian, which I will. He doesn't have Trample, he doesn't have Menace. These are abilities that the different creatures can have, which evades a creature. It you know, makes it harder to kill. So I'm going to hold on to this, because they don't have a creature, and I'm just going to attack and win.
It's the Pokebeats that hurt the most.
Okay, that is number 2. We'll click, and then we'll see number 2 checked off. Got some more cards. They go into the
You're
white
a
deck.
quick learner, so let's try a more challenging lesson. Follow me to Ixalan. There's a mystic there who spent his life studying the nuances of combat.
Okay. I'm going to try and go a little bit faster and not give as much commentary. I don't want the video to go too long, but I don't know. Maybe it may be worth it. If you actually, if anybody ever watches this, let me know and comment on it.
Stay patient.
It might be worth just having it on here. You can always, you know, run this double speed or, you know, fast forward on it.
I will teach you.
Okay, so they have a flyer, a 1/1 flyer for 1 as Zephyr Gull. So when a creature is flying, they can only be blocked by other creatures that have flying, or if they have an ability called Reach. Reach is basically like, I can reach up and grab you because you're flying.
Everything is connected.
Okay, now they're making their flyer bigger, so enchanted creature gets +1/+1, so that's going to become a 2/2 Zephyr Gull. And they're talking a lot of shit, because I guess they're not worried.
Fly over any blockers on the ground.
And Sparky is telling you what I was telling you. Wonderful. Creature can't be blocked, except by creatures with flying or reach. By the way, if you want to see that reminder text, you can always hover over this again. Or you can hover over this again and you can see. So you can see flying now over there to the right. Flying, a creature with flying can't be blocked. Okay, so I can't cast this spell. I can't play another land. I can play Knight's Pledge. So let's go for it. Maybe if I can swing harder than they can.
You've been paying attention.
So I'm still ahead in the race. I'm at 13, they're at 12. Okay, now they're ahead. And now they have something that can block
may
me.
Block your path, but do not lose sight of your true
We'll see
goal.
what we get.
Is that crab wearing
Play a land. Locks it on Line Breaker. I can't do anything. No point to attack because it'll just run into the crab. I can't block anything here.
Battles ebb and flow.
Now they enchanted one of my creatures with a water knot, taps it, and it doesn't untap. And you can see this chain, and you can see it didn't untap during the untap phase. Okay, so I only have 4 mana. I can't cast this, so I might as well cast this. Now it's a 5/6. Now if it gets blocked by the crab, crab dies. Now this chain means it's not going to unlock, or excuse me, untap. You can see enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step.
Wow, that sounds deep.
Uh-oh, they're drawing cards. Blue is good at drawing cards. Still not untapped. Okay, so now I got a land and I can play my Spiritual Guardian. I can gain some life. I'm still going to attack. They'll probably chump block. Yep. That's when you're sacrificing a creature. It's called chump blocking. Just so you don't take the damage.
If you make big waves.
Okay, so now I can't get through. My 5/6 can't get past their 4/6. So that's worrisome. They can keep attacking me through the air. Oh, what'd I draw? Now I got something that can give it flying. Now I have a choice here. I can either attach this to the Sanctuary Cat, or I can attach it to the Spiritual Guardian. So I'm going to attach it to the one that is going to be the biggest, and that'll be the Sanctuary Cat. And I'll just attack with the cat. I'll leave the Guardian behind, and they can block the Titanic Lagasaur as a chump block. Technically I didn't need to do that because I would have taken lethal damage, but unless they play something that's going to block me, I'm going to swing for 8.
That last one sounds a bit fishy.
They did not block.
You know what?
They didn't cast a flyer.
What I was thinking of isn't even
So,
a Nerfo.
Let's just go crazy. Man, that's another victory.
It was fun while it lasted.
It's almost like it's predestined that I'm going to win, as long as I just click properly. And I get some more cards, more white cards that go into this white deck box over here. 10 cards have unlocked.
Almost ready to take on anyone, including whoever roughed you up in the first
And then we'll
place.
go to the next one. By the way, you can see I'm called Bosmagnus. If you find me online,
Watch her every move and be ready for
it's
anything.
Bosmagnus with no space in between. I'm also, sorry, you might find me online on Arena as either of these two. Okay, so play a land, play a cat. Okay, so now I'm playing against black. Black is the swamps that produce black mana. Okay, and they're taunting me, go ahead and attack. Now, I'm going to go ahead and attack before I cast something. They have a trick.
This is my favorite part.
Yep. So now they're showing you instants. Instants can be cast when it's not your turn, and they're going to destroy my creature. Yep, it can be cast at any time. And now I'm going to cast my spell afterwards. So now if I'd cast that before, they would have had an opportunity to either kill this creature or the other creature. So I gave them less information to utilize. So flash is another way of casting a creature, or other spells can have flash as well, and they can be cast at any time, like an instant. Now the game really helps you because it highlights what you can cast and when you can cast. So as you can see, the Shrine Keeper for me is highlighted, so it means I can cast it at this time. I can't play these lands at all. Okay, play another land. I'll go ahead and drop this on the Shrine Keeper. We'll see if it survives or they have another. Okay. So as an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature so that they block me, so that I don't do damage, but then they sacrifice it and they draw 2 cards out of
We
it.
don't even get a hit in.
So that's a nice little trick. Now I would get damage through if I had an ability on this creature called Trample. Trample's not associated with white, it's usually associated with green. Okay, so this Soul Hunter Rakshasa, as you can see, the A there is gold. That shows that it's a rare. It says it can't block. and this little symbol with the shield line through it means that it can't block. And if you cast it for free hand, it deals 1 damage to target opponent for each swamp you control. So now I know that it's going to attack me and I'm going to take 5, so I need to do something about that.
You can't afford to take another
I
hit
can't
like that.
swing, because otherwise I'll die, so I have to do no attack. This tactical advantage is instant, but it's only for blocking or blocked creatures.
Trickery of your own.
And I couldn't be assured that they would have blocked. But I can go ahead and block. And I can declare the blocker, and now I can cast my tactical advantage, making it a 6/6. And hopefully that survives.
Ooh.
So these are called combat tricks usually. These spells that you cast that are instants or flash in the middle of combat. So they don't have anything. I'm sure that with this untapped mana they're going to cast something, so I'll go ahead and attack, see what happens. Okay, so they cast 2 flash creatures.
You've fallen right into my trap.
But they don't know that I also have a trick. So I'm going to cast this. I'm going to say target blocking or blocked creature. I'm the blocked creature. It gets +2/+2, so this is a 6/6. Now one thing, in the actual version of Arena, I get to assign the damage to those 2 creatures, but they're automatically doing it for
I've
me
got
now.
nothing, really. I'm at your mercy.
Okay, confront the assault. Cast this only if a creature is attacking you, so I can't use that right now. As you can see, it's not highlighted, so all I can do is attack. Now, if they attack me back with something, you know, they cast a flash creature now, or 2, or 3. So this would be lethal damage if I didn't have this combat trick, which is, I guess, the point as to why I have it.
Hurry! Make some
So,
blockers!
I'll cast this. It's an instant. Creatures attacking me. Now I can block each one, and they trade.
Ugh, why won't you die?
Now
And this should be it, and I know that because they don't have any cards in their hand, and I can attack for 7, which is lethal damage, and we win this one as well. Okay, that was the 4th one. We're going to crank through this, and we'll get through the 5th one.
Nice job! That was some quick thinking. When we first met, you looked within an inch of your life. But now you're unstoppable. Who were you fighting in the first place?
Note to self, the next recording I should have a glass of water or something like that, because my throat is getting dry. Okay, this is Nicol Bolas. He's an elder dragon.
After I annihilated you, I really didn't expect to see you again.
We have to face Nicol Bolas.
What? This is a terrible idea.
The final challenge. Once I was the pupil, and now I will become the master. Only a master of Eden.
I'll make a deal with you, Planeswalker.
Oh, they're gonna make a deal?
Defeat me, and I'll let you go.
Okay. I think it's a tutorial,
And you
so
will
I think I'm gonna
serve me
win.
for eternity.
Fight as if your life depended.
Although it's kind of funny because, I mean, if you get addicted to this game, you're kind of serving it for eternity.
Sometimes you need to make
Keep
a
that in
tough
mind.
decision.
Okay, so I have to discard a card. So now they're saying discard a Plains card. Now I may or may not want to discard one, but one of the things I want to look at here is, can I cast the spells in here? So the maximum mana cost is a 3, so I need to have 3 lands. So discarding a land sounds good, and there's no requirements on anything else. So I will go ahead and submit 1 and discard that land.
He just throw away a dragon.
You look surprised. I do as I choose with what is mine, and it is all mine.
There's another thing, just hovering over the card, you can see the card.
Everything here exists or perishes at my whim.
By the way, these things are the phases. You can see here are the phases of the combat as well. I'm just gonna mindlessly be playing out these creatures because I kind of feel like we're gonna win anyway. Okay. You draw 3 cards and lose 3 life. You know what? Let's go for it.
I will let nothing stand in the way of what I seek. Not
So I need more
even
land. I'm at
death.
4 land. I have a 5 mana. I have a 6 mana. Uh-oh. He is bringing something back from the grave. Houston, we have a problem. Okay, there's mine, and now Spiritual Guardian gains me 4 life. So it's like it never happened, but I can't block that dragon. Double cast when you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it. You can choose new targets. So I'm going to cast the spell here. Deals 2 damage to everything that is not flying. It's going to kill my guardian. Here's the first one, there's the second one, and my creature's dead. And then the dragon is having its way with me. Okay, there's my next land, Inspiring Commander. Only a 1/4, but he's a rare. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, gain a life and draw a card. Drawing a card like that is just huge value. Target player draws 7 cards, that is ginormous value. You can see they've just refueled their hand. And I am far behind at this point. But we'll just keep crapping out creatures and drawing cards.
Just might be able to pull this off.
And we will kill that tapped creature as well.
No
And
matter.
then I'll swing.
Soon there will be nothing left of you either.
Okay, we stabilize, but not so much. Deals 3 damage to each other creature.
All succumb to Bolas.
Bolas. Okay, confront the assault as an instant, only for creatures attacking me. This is for blocking. I'm not doing anything here.
Hold back, so you can prepare for his attack.
Okay, so now I'm going to do this, because I don't want to take 10 damage. Plus, I gain 3 life, and I draw 3 cards.
I've underestimated you.
Now, I also have this, which I'm going to double block, and then I'm going to give that to kill the dragon.
Congratulations. You're actually beginning to irritate me.
Good. Okay. Play creature, draw a card, gain a life.
Such impudence.
Okay, got a creature. Play a land. Might as well attack. So now tactical advantage to Sarah Angel. Oh, that's too bad. Was that only on tap creature? Did I make a mistake? Nope. So it says choose your blockers but keep your angel alive. So it's saying you don't want to trade. So I'm going to chump block. If I cast this, it doesn't do anything. It makes it a 3/4. So I'm just going to block.
Admit defeat.
Okay, so now it kind of seems a little
come
silly,
this far,
but
don't
you know,
give
I'm
up
going to
now.
put flying onto a flying creature. And we'll do that, and we will attack. And Sarah Angel has Vigilance.
My patience is wearing thin.
There,
Let's
Vigilance,
finish
which
it.
means it doesn't tap when it attacks. Okay, so I'm going to block the one that is the biggest. And don't need to do anything.
This is it.
Spiritual Guardian. Attack. Okay, they're at 1 life. What other tricks does he have up his sleeve? And it's game over for Nicol Bolas.
I'm impressed.
Okay. And that is the tutorial.
That dragon better think twice before he tries messing with you again.
New decks unlocked. Click to continue. Keep the peace. Aerial domination. Cold-blooded killers. Goblins everywhere. Large and in charge. And now it takes me to the main screen. It says here's some banned cards. Okay. Just click through. This is a recent set that was released. I've acquired more decks and more sets. More decks. More decks. Claim. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video here and then I'll pick up the next one on another day. Thank you very much for watching my first video. Comment, like, subscribe, do all those things, and hopefully I get better at these. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.